Hola a todos, hello everyone. Well, get ready because today is albóndigas. So basically, the Spanish people, I don't know why, but we just love meatballs. So we do it on the weekend as a meal prep, but even you can have some tapas. We just love meatballs. These meatballs I'm gonna do today, you can like eat with bread. Spanish people would do that just with bread to dip on the sauce, on the tomato sauce, but also you can put with some rice, which is what we're gonna do today, but feel free as well to do some spaghetti pasta and just put it on the top or just serve as a tapa. For the sauce, we're gonna need passata, which is a fine tomato, and then just remember I'm doing double bites today, that's why there's 2 of everything, and then like 8 garlic cloves and 2 onions. If you feel a little bit more fancy, you can also add some chorizo, so I'll show you how I do it. Right, so I chopped the onion just medium or as thin as I could, and once it's almost done, because it's gonna go into the slow cooker, now it's time to add the crushed garlic. But also I just wanted to mention that if you fancy to put some chorizo, you can add some chorizo, small chorizo slices at this point. And it's gonna be very quick because I don't want the garlic to be burned, so as soon as the garlic is done, I'm gonna add the tomato. At this point, I'm happy with the sauce, okay, and I'm gonna add the tomato, okay. I'm gonna keep some for tonight's pizza, so probably like that would do it, just a little bit for the pizza. And one thing I like is to add just a little bit of water, and I rinse the jar as well, because I think that all 100% tomato is quite strong. So I'm gonna make sure I rinse just, you know, maybe a cup of water, right. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the salt. I mean, maybe like a teaspoon of salt. And then, because it is very acid, the tomato, one thing I like is to add some sugar, so just maybe a teaspoon of sugar of salt. At this point, I just want to mix everything together, okay, and when it's nice and bubbling, I'm gonna transfer to the slow cooker. Just be very careful. Okay. Be very careful with this step because there's a lot of hot liquid going in. Okay. To keep the sauce ready for the meatballs, because being very hot and bubbly, so I'm gonna for now to set onto high for maybe half an hour, an hour, it doesn't matter. So we just want to keep the sauce nice and hot. Right, so for the meatballs, what we're gonna need is 2 kinds of meat. Normally it's like 50-50, it could be like maybe 40-60, so it doesn't matter. So we have pork and we have beef, and then we have breadcrumbs, garlic cloves, eggs, a whole bunch of parsley, a pinch of cinnamon, and some flour to dust the meatballs before they go into the pan. Again, this is like double batch. I will put down below, you know, all the ingredients for like a normal recipe, but basically we're doubling batch today. Okay, basically I am preparing all the ingredients. So I did peel and mince the garlic using the garlic mincer, and now I'm just chopping the parsley with the mandolin. It's a very nice tool. So just getting everything ready, and I'll show you how I'll put the ingredients in the big bowl. Right, so all ready. I'm gonna put like the beef into the bowl. So, right. Then I'll put like the pork. Gonna make quite a lot of meatballs today. Right, then I'm gonna add the garlic. The parsley. Breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put like the beaten eggs. Just forgot to open the eggs. But basically into another bowl, just make sure you beat the eggs before putting onto the mixture. Right. Just lightly beat the eggs. Just to break down everything. Right, and then just put them. Right, and the best thing you can do now is mix. Don't over mix, but the best tools are your hands, to be honest. So let's go on with it. Don't be like scared, but that's the best way. I'm not sure if in this case the bowl is slightly small, but just go on with it. You'll have a very nice dough. So here we have our dough of meat all done, and now basically I did start and I just made already some meatballs. So I'll show you how you do it. So basically just grab, the challenge is to do the same size, all of them, but just try to grab some meat, okay? Just eyeballing the quantity. And then I like to press slightly so there's no air in between. That means I'm just preventing that when we fry and they go to slow cooker, they don't fall apart. So just press, make a round shape, and then we have a bowl with some flour and just roll it a little bit, and then very slightly roll it in your hand, and there we go. We got a meatball ready to go into the frying pan. The oil is sizzling, which is what we want, and the flour is gonna help, you know, to keep the meatballs together. So don't overcrowd the pan, okay, because it's a big pan in my case, so we just want to keep some distance between the balls, okay, and really keep an eye on them because they can burn very quick. So just focus on these tasks. Right, I run out of battery halfway, but basically this is the golden color you are expecting. Not like that, maybe that is too much. And the other thing is basically you can see that in the middle they are not quite done. Don't worry about that. because that's why we have the slow cooker. So basically we have the slow cooker. I'm gonna stop the slow cooker now. Okay, I'm gonna mix a little bit the tomato sauce. It's being just bubbling and waiting for the meatballs. And basically what I'll do is I'll try to do in circles, because quite a lot of them. I want them to cook evenly. So this is like the first part, first layer. So I'll make sure I can fit as much as I can. Okay. And when I arrive at this point, then I just try to make sure it goes, you know, just in the middle. And I still need to do a few more. So we come back in a moment. For now, just very gentle, push them down. Okay. And I'll finish the ones I got in here. As I mentioned before, this is the last batch. I did 3 of these, but just keep a close eye because they burn very quick. So we just need a nice golden brown color. Okay. Just make sure you control the fire. And basically, it's just up and down. You see, it's just roll like that. So it's a very quick step, and this is gonna like seal the meatball, and it's not gonna fall apart in the slow cooker. Okay, so just getting this ready. So this is the golden brown we want, and then in a minute or so I'm gonna put on the kitchen towel and let it sit for a minute or so. They're almost done, to be honest. So we finished the last ones, and what I'll do, like very gentle, I'll just go like that with the spoon, like, you know, to make sure they all go into the sauce, but don't breaking them out. So just very gentle. Okay, right. And sometimes I just shake a little bit the slow cooker, so they feel comfy in there. Okay, so I think that's ready. Okay, now shake. Basically, what we need to do is on the low, let's put like 3 hours 30 minutes on low, and then 30 minutes more, but I'm gonna make sure to add the sweet peas, okay, which I'm gonna defrost right now. Right, so our lovely slow cooker got 30 minutes left. So what I'm gonna do now is, oh, look at that, is I have my peas that have been defrosted since I just put, so there's 2 cups of peas, and they were frozen, so I just left here to defrost while this was cooking. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the peas, so some left, and here just mix very slowly again. Okay, but we can see this is like a beautiful sauce. They are very mellow meatballs. So I'm gonna leave 30 more minutes on slow. Okay, and then we're gonna give it a try. Sorry, I forgot. If you don't have a slow cooker, I would recommend to maybe put a very slow simmering in a big pan, and just keep an eye, because I think the danger is that they can get stuck at the bottom and burn. So just keep an eye and a very low simmer, maybe for an hour or 2. I mean, you just need to test and see how that goes. But yeah, definitely, since I am using the slow cooker for this recipe, I didn't attempt to do it in a pan anymore. Of course, my recommendation for a drink would be like a very nice Rioja, which I'm gonna give it a try. So red wine always goes well. Salud! Well, hope you enjoyed the recipe. Please, I would love some comments, because I'm not sure if I'm doing things right or wrong, but I would love your comments. And also please subscribe, you know, it's free, so you get a notification every time I put a video. And thank you so much for watching. Adios, bye.